Kate.
And I'm Cheryl, and together we are
Fickle
Stitches. Hi, everybody. It's been a while. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Cheryl.
So before we start, just know that there is going to be a little bit of a delay between when you hear Kate speak and when you see her speak.
Sorry.
Yeah, we tried to fix it before we started this, and we realized it wasn't going to happen. So you're just going to have to be okay with it. Thanks. You're the best viewers ever. Okay. Today is March the 16th, and we are back off of our little hiatus. And we have a lot to show you. But it's going to be a little different in that because there was a month and a half since our last taping, some haul has been used, some whips have been put away, but we're going to do our very best to give you a good update of what we've been doing in over the last month and a half.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say. Yeah. I'll just say a little smidgen and then we'll move on. I was in Canada for a month and a half, and I didn't want to really specify why, because it involved a family member and it was kind of their story to tell. But my father was very ill, and I wanted to be up there with him. And so he passed away on February the 29th on a leap day. Of course he did. Of course he did. If you knew my dad. It was very apropos timing. My dad was always dad jokes. He liked to have fun. And so for him to pass away on leap day is not out of character. So that's where I was. I didn't tell a whole lot of people, like I said, because we weren't 100% sure if treatments are going to work or not at the point that I left. And so obviously they didn't, and that's okay. And so that's where I was. And so I didn't have a ton of time to stitch, but I stitched a little bit. So I have a little bit to show. But this is mostly going to be Kate, because Kate is, as you all know, a very prolific stitcher.
Kate has a problem.
Kate has... No. We are not labeling this negatively.
Okay.
So anyway, so I appreciate everybody understanding. We gained a couple of new followers, and some of them have been watching our back catalog, so it's been kind of fun to see the comments that have been coming from our older videos. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for the support. Some of you did know what was going on. I didn't spread it far and wide, but so yeah, he was a special dude and I miss him. So there you go. So that was what was going on. So with that all being said, appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys watching us again. Here we are, and we're back to semi-regular schedule programming.
Yes.
So there you go. So now we're in mid-March. Happy St. Patrick's Day for those of you who plan on turning your liver green tomorrow.
I do not.
I do not either. Oh, just the thought of ingesting green beer. But that's just me.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. Even though I'm Irish, for sure, or have Irish lineage, it just doesn't appeal to me. But that's okay. You guys have fun. Be safe. So we might as well just start right in, honestly.
Okay.
Do you want to go with starts or finishes?
Finishes.
Do it!
All right.
Do it. And I'm moving you right on over to Kate. There we go. Finishes.
Okay. So my first finish is the Swans by Cottage Garden Samplings.
Yay.
This is done on 16 count Mirage by Picture This Plus.
Can you put it down just a smidge? No, right where you, right there. Perfect. There we go.
I started this on December 31st, 2022. I didn't write down on my card when I finished it. It was in February.
Yeah, definitely. I love the wings. I didn't really realize the wing detail until I'm looking at it now. It's really pretty.
Yeah. I stitched 4,792 stitches on this to get the finish.
Yay.
And this is one of my Year of Whips finishes. So yay, I did it.
Nice. Very nice.
And yes, I know the fox was supposed to be in the middle and the reindeer was supposed to be on the right side of the fox. I personalized it because I didn't read the directions. It is what it is.
It is what it is. No judgment.
My second finish. Okay. Was done 2 nights ago.
Yes.
With my friend Cheryl in the virtual Stitchers room.
Absolutely.
This is Orca from Carolyn Manning.
Yay. Okay, you need to bring it down a smidge. Right up a little bit. Up, 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 up. There, right there. Don't move. Sorry. We're out of practice, right. People. Sorry.
It's on 16 count easy guide fabric. You don't need easy guide fabric for Carolyn Manning. No. Started July 3rd, 2021. Finished March, I think it was the 15th, 2025, because it was after midnight.
14th. Oh, yes, it was after midnight. Yeah, 15th.
Okay. And I stitched 7,543 stitches this year to finish it.
And just FYI, for those who may feel that they want this pattern, Carolyn Manning is having her semi-annual sale now on PDF.
It's a good sale.
It's a great sale. I might have hauled the show later on.
Okay. And then I have one more finish. This is a start and a finish. Mm-hmm. This is the Steel City Stitchers Retreat 2024 exclusive piece. Mm-hmm. This is from Dirty Annie's. This is a small. This is a start and a finish.
What? Oh my. I leave and you do a small.
I believe it was 1,394 stitches.
Nice.
So, and let's be shocking, the retreat's in like 3 weeks. I'm taking this and it's going to get fully finished.
We're going to have a fully finished object?
We're going to have a fully finished object.
Holy crap.
I know. Whatever will we do with ourselves?
Our brand
is in danger.
This is very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Those are my finishes.
Very nice. Yay. Well, you might as well go on and start talking about you've got a couple starts, right?
I've got 4 starts.
Okay, so let's put it back on you. Let's keep on going.
All right. So I started as a whim. I literally did just start this as a whim. I didn't even have I didn't even have it kitted up. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start this. It was February, and I felt like doing a full coverage piece. We're going to pop a picture in of what it looks like here. This is Solstice by Ann Stokes, charted by Paine Free Crafts. This is on 20 count easy grid using DMC, and I stitched 1,709 stitches.
Oh. This is the pretty dragon one.
Yes, it is. Started it on February 3rd.
Nice.
I just pulled like 3 colors out of my DMC stash and started stitching it, and then had to order the other ones.
Of course you did.
I did get the other ones, so I've now graduated from my 3 colors.
Nice.
This next one I knew I was going to start in February. This is Day and Night. And we're going to put a picture in of what it looks like here. Artwork by Nadia Strelkina, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I started this on February 9th, and I have put 3,076 stitches into this, and I am at 0.80%.
Nice.
This is giant.
It's going to be huge, yep.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I hope it's still on the laps. I'm not putting it away until I get to 1%.
It's a pride thing.
I'm stubborn.
That too.
Yes. All right. So my next start was on Leap Day. I decided to start an OwlForest. This is Charmful Meadow. We'll pop a picture of what it looks like here. I'm using the OwlForest threads. I'm doing this on a 16 count Heritage from Picture This Plus. And I put in 730 stitches.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. Great start.
And it's still on the Nurge because I want to put more in on it.
Absolutely.
It's just fun.
The kitty cats are active today.
Yes, they're crazy. All right. My last start was on March 12th. And seriously, no, do not end the Skype call.
Oh. Please don't.
It took forever for us to get it working. No. Not today.
Here at Fickle Stitches, we're very professional.
Yes. All right. So this start, I'm going to keep going. This
Yes,
is
you
Another
are.
Year Creeps by Ink Circles. This is one of my planned 24 and 2024 starts. It's using Classic Colorworks, which they're called for. And I'm doing this on 16 count Enchanted by Fortnite Fabrics. We'll put a picture of what it's supposed to look like here.
Sure.
And then I did 688 stitches, and I did the first
Nice
thing. I love this fabric. I hope it's showing up.
It looks great on the film. Screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see the different. Yeah,
Good.
It's nice. Very nice.
I thought it was appropriately creepy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
With the supernatural needle minder, because it's creepy.
Absolutely.
All right. Those are my finishes and my starts. And I think it's time to talk to Cheryl.
Okay. So, while I was away, I did start something, but it's part of my semi-super secret project, year-long project, that I'm not showing a lot of images of because the people that will be receiving it can see my Instagram and possibly these videos. So I'm kind of keeping it on the down low. Just trust me that I started another portion of this particular project. I will show the project in its entirety when it is done. So you got to stick with me. So that's my start. yeah, so that's it. So I guess we could talk about whips, and I could keep going. Do you want me to do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here we are. So when last we did a all right. When last we did a filming, I was working on this particular piece. I'm going to insert a picture here. It is Merry Christmas. It is, sorry about the crinkles. Why can't I get my, oh, that's why. It's actually, when I post the picture up here, it's actually part of a bib of an apron. And I pulled out the words because I just love the typography and how it swirls. And I am using, let's see. Oh, and the book is by Donna, Kooler, by the way. It's one of those old school 80s books.
Vintage.
It's a vintage book. And like, you know, you can go in and pick things out of it. I don't necessarily like all the style of it, but that's okay. This is going to be on an 18 count. I should bring this over here so I'm not hurt myself. 18 count, one of a kind ornament cut Ada by Fortnite Fabrics. And I'm using two different Gloriana threads. One is Gloriana Pashmina in Crimson Dark, and the other is Gloriana Silks in Poinsettia. So this is where I'm at on this. So the Mary got finished is basically where we're at.
Yay.
And as you can see here, right here is the start of the Christmas to go along underneath in a different color of silk. This was most definitely a stash busting piece. I wanted to use some of my ornament cut stash as well as some of my silks stash. So I thought this was a great idea to use that. So now that one's packed away for the year. The next whip was, I did more work on my mystery family project, which will not be shown. So, sorry. So we'll move on to my next whip. This was for March Whip Go. One of my squares was Kate's Choice. And Kate was kind to me and picked something I had with me. Which I appreciated. But the issue is that I had to leave it behind at my mother's house due to packing issues. And I didn't check a bag for lots of different reasons. And so it's currently sitting in her house. However, I'm going to insert a picture here of where, what it looks like. And
it looks so good.
Thank you. Thank you. Sarcasm becomes you. And,
I'm not lying. I've seen a picture of it.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time. It is a pillow kit. So it's canvas. It's huge canvas. And so I'm actually doing the cross stitches in yarn, and it's a Vervaco kit. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to show a picture on the screen so that Kate can see what I am describing, but I'm going to overwrap it with an actual picture so you can see it. So I'm going to turn this on here, right here. So this is where I end up finishing. I started from this is right where the top of the steeple, the skyline at the top of the steeple, and the tallest tree to the left of it. So that's where I started. And I basically filled in all of the skyline, which is in amongst the tops of the trees. So that is all entirely, I don't know if you can, well, I'm going to put the picture up and I'm not sure if you can tell. It's hard to really capture what I've done versus the painted canvas. So just trust me when I did a lot of different shades of yellow, and
Okay.
everything around the tops of the trees is stitched in. So the entire
Cool.
skyline is now finished, and now I can start in on the trees and the church and the stuff below. So in the grand scheme of things, I was able to do, oh, where is it? It's over, I put in over 300, over 500 stitches.
Yay.
The canvas is 100 by 100, so it technically is a small, but it's huge. It's physically huge. It's interesting. I wanted to do one of these kits because I had a couple of them in my stash, and it's like, okay, it's interesting. I just don't know if I'll do the other two. We'll see. Or I might just let them go. They're fine. It's just finishing them is going to be very interesting. So we'll see. I don't know. So there you go. And then the last thing I started working on once I got back. I got back here to the States Tuesday, question mark. And I started in working on where did my, are you kidding me right now? Oh no, here it is. Okay. I'm working on Smores Anyone by LolaCrow. This was another one that I've been stitching on this month because it was one of the Whipco squares for February ended on my husband Jerry's choice. And he wanted me to work on something that was close to finishing. And I said, how about your Christmas present from 2 years ago? So he's like, that'll work. So I did start this. Where is it? Yes, I started it on December 4th, 2023. It's on 20 count black Ada with the called for DMC. And so I'm almost done the 300. I try to do 3 hours or 300 stitches for my Whipco blocks. And I'm holding it up for the background so you can see. So this is how far I've gotten. I work primarily in filling in the trees. So I am literally almost done the trees, and then I'm going to move my hoop over and do the night and the moon. And then it'll be
So
done.
good.
It is so pretty. I love LolaCrow. So, and as you can see, it's got an active needle in it because I haven't quite hit the 300. And if I get a chance to, I have it listed as another Whipco entry from another time, but I want to do at least, I'm trying to at least kind of keep up with 2024 because I didn't do a very good job in 2023. So I'm trying to do those first and then going back. Yeah.
It's all fine.
It's all fine. And I'm also using this whip for one of the March categories, which was Struggle Bus. Because I've been trying to work on this one now for a couple months and it kept getting interrupted. So it's like, this is my struggle bus, my current struggle bus, to try to get at least some put into it and try to finish it for my husband's 2-year-old Christmas present. So there you go. Yeah. So that's it for me.
Okay.
Kate's whips.
All right. Settle in. Get a drink.
Hydrate, people. Hydrate.
All right. In no particular order. I stitched on Moon Deer from OwlForest Embroidery. I'm doing this on 20 count Sage from, I think it's Vintage Needle Art. I'm using the OwlForest threads. and I put in 1,335 stitches into this.
Nice. That is such a
I wanted to get
great
all
fabric.
the colors in to see what they look like. So
They
went
look
down and did
good.
a flower. I really like it.
Are you pleased with your fabric choice? Because I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. It works.
It works.
It works. All right. Been stitching on Anzac. My goal is 750 on this project each month. So February got its 750, and now I'm working on the next bit. So far right now, since you've last seen it, 1,086 stitches.
Nice.
It's on 16 count sampler gold from Color and Cotton. And I'm using DMC. I'm using 3 jewel tones of DMC. So I'm about to get up to New Zealand's starts up in here, and that'll be a very jewel green color.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
So I'll be looking forward to that.
I'm excited.
I just
to
love
see that.
working on that project. It's a good project. I find it interesting because all 3 of my log dogs are getting their focus. They're getting the 750 each month. That one I have no problem with. I love it. I don't want to put it down. This one I'm kind of okay with, and then the other one I'm like, oh God, I gotta do 750. It's just kind of funny to me that I have that reaction.
It's interesting. It's very interesting.
So this is You Belong to Me from Long Dog Samplers. It's done on 16 count sandstone, and my 750, and then from last month, from this
Can you
month,
drop
and
it
then
down
extra.
a smidge? Yeah, right there. Perfect. Thank you.
And then extra, because this was a Whip Go choice from my friend Sebastian.
Nice.
B's and T's.
Mm-hmm.
Also on Flosstube. So this now has 2,179 since you've last seen it.
Nice.
So I'm getting there. I've almost found the right side.
Nice.
So that's good. The next one is the Pointed Fifth. And it comes in at 750 stitches from February. I have not picked it up again yet this month. 16 count Silver Mist Ada from Mystic Fibers.
Can you drop it down a smidge? Perfect. Thank you. Looks so good.
Using 2 different colors of silk, PR021 and PR109 from Silks for You.
Nice.
And I don't know why I struggle with this one, but I do.
It's busy, so that might be it. Like visually busy.
I don't know.
It's pretty though.
It is. All right. This one's still on the Nurge too because it has not reached its goal. This one is Potions and Spells from Autumn Lane Stitchery, done on 16 count Midnight Ride by XJU Designs, and this is a category. This is the very basic category. I haven't stitched in 2024 yet, so.
Nice.
And oh, I didn't total what I did on it. We're sitting around 500-ish.
Yeah.
I'd like to get it up to 1,000.
Yeah.
So. Okay. So now we're hitting the photo portion of the whip.
Yes. Yes.
It was too much to wrangle.
Yes.
All right. So The next whip is the Wonders of the James Webb Space Telescope by Climbing Goat Designs. It's a mystery stitch along, so I'm not going to show you what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to show you where I'm caught up on it. So here's what it's supposed to look like for now.
Absolutely.
And we'll insert a photo of where I got to. I finished part 2 of it, and that was 2,453 stitches.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, the delay
What?
is gone.
That's interesting.
That's so weird. I wonder when that happened.
I don't know.
Weird. Anyways.
All right. So that was that one. I love that project. The next piece comes out on the 25th.
Nice.
So I'll start working on that. This next one is Frozen. Here's what it's supposed to look like. It's from Donna Stitch. I'm doing it on 16 count antique white Ada with the DMC. This was Cheryl's Whip Go pick for February,
Yes,
and I put 795 stitches in on it.
Thanks.
Here's where I got to. Here's the photo. You're welcome.
Excuse me.
It's weird putting the photos in, people.
I know.
Sorry, Cheryl.
No, it's okay. I mean, we didn't know how long this was going to be, and so I figured you would stitch a lot, and it's a lot to kind of keep out and about when you're not wrangling with it anymore. So, no worries.
Yeah.
Pictures are good.
My next one was a Whip Go call from February. Candy, the 614 Stitcher, chose Noon Basking. Here's what Noon Basking is supposed to look like. This is by Draco Lair Creations. I'm stitching mine on 16 count touch of yellow, and I put in 692 stitches, and here's a photo of where I'm at.
Nice.
I'm trying to put the finger ups.
I'm just going to cover the whole thing. It's all good.
It's fine. You can cover my face. I don't care. Okay. The next one is category. Category was Struggle Bus. And this is the Clue pattern from Forbidden Fiber Co. I'm using the 16 count Conservatory Forbidden Fiber Co. fabric, the floss that came with it. And it is the Struggle Bus because I screwed up on my spacing between the dice, the small dice that are run along the bottom of the house. And there's a border that runs between, there's a zigzag border that runs between those dice. And the thought of trying to fudge that border was annoying to me.
Absolutely.
I did it. I'm not thrilled with it. It's going in the under the bed box, people. I don't care. Here's where it is now. I did get all the border in. I put 912 stitches in on it.
Nice.
And there's still a bunch to go.
Yeah.
Got a couple more weapons, a big dice up on the right-hand side, and a big banner across the top. There is a bunch more stitches left on that thing.
That's all right.
But the hard part's over. I don't have to fudge anything anymore.
That's good.
That I am aware of. Let's go with that. Here's hoping I don't find anything else.
Well, you will. Yes, ma'am.
All right. My next whip was a category. The category was fantasy. And also, it's one of my goals to get this stupid thing done. This beautiful project done this year.
Nice.
This
nice
is
caveat.
Dark Queen of the Earth from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I'm doing it on 16 count sea salt from Color and Cotton. I did 1,904 stitches. I did not finish the part. Here's a photo of where I am. Next time I pick it up, I'll finish the part and move on. There's a lot of stitches in his parts.
Yes. They're not for the faint of heart.
No. But I'm either on 6 or 7, so I'm getting there. I think the next thing I pick up is like her arms. So that'll start filling in. I already know what I'm doing for the head and the skin tone and that, so and the horns. I know what I'm doing. So
Sure.
I've already done all my choices. I just gotta execute it. And then beat it. So that'll be fun. I have one more. This is the category for March. It was medium, and I just wanted to make progress on Sal's. So I picked the Storied Steeds Stitch Along from Ingleside Imaginarium. I'm doing this on 16 Count Nothing by Mystic Fabrics. Here's where I've gotten to. I put 500 stitches in, and that finished that carousel horse, the Kelpie. So I was kind of neutral when I stitched on it this time because I've been going back and forth, or whether I was UFOing it or just doing the Kelpie and being done with it. But I kind of don't feel like I have to be done with it just yet. I kind of feel like I could do more. Yeah. So we'll see.
Absolutely. We've been... oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, we've been referencing categories. Both you and I follow the category that are put out monthly by Sammy J of Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. And she releases 5 categories a month. So it's a fun prompt if you like to have something to help you choose your whips. Do you want me to go through the list of 5 just so people know which ones we're doing? Yeah. Okay, all right. So we've kind of hit almost all of them. The first category was a medium-sized project. And there's, it's like less than 200 stitches. That like not 200 stitches, but anyways, okay. The second one was struggle bus, and you have to give it's like something you're struggling to work on. The third one was haven't stitched in 2024 yet. The fourth one is Fantasies. So that covers a wide range of characters, including dragons, fairies, angels, anything in that realm. And then the fifth one has words. So it has to have letters or words in it. So there you go. So we've been both kind of doing that this year, and it's been a good way for me to kind of wrangle things. So there you go.
Yeah, Sammy has a decision wheel with all of the yearly categories on it, and she just spins it and then posts it.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun.
Right around like the 23rd or the 24th.
Yeah, it's usually... I'm sorry, I keep talking over you. That's my fault. It's usually about the same time as Whip Go. So both
usually a couple days before Whip Go.
Yeah, so I have time to kind of have an idea of what I'm doing with categories and then kind of merge them with maybe whatever Whip Go does. So there you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sammy J. So now... we can talk about plans, or we can talk about a little bit of haul.
My plans are really easy. We can...
yeah, okay, we can do that. Go ahead.
All right. My plans... I haven't done my 5th category, which has words, and I'm pulling out the Treasure Island Stitch Along.
Oh, good one.
From OwlForest. And then I have a Whip Go call for March from Cheryl that I have not stitched on yet. I have to pull out Aspen Mandala from Ink Circles.
Yeah, you do. I love that one.
Well, and Aspen Mandala is also on my Year of Whips to finish.
Ooh, good. I didn't remember that.
I don't know if I'm not going to pull it out and finish it, but I'm going to probably put more than 500 stitches in it.
Nice. Well, that was good. I forgot that was on that particular list, so that worked out really good. I was just being very selfish because I love that pattern and I love the colors in it.
It's fine. I enjoy seeing what people pick, and there are no limitations on my WhipGo calls from my friends. They
I know,
pick
it's fun.
anything.
Yeah, I know, it's fun. But it's like, ooh, which one?
It's like I have the power because I've been given the power to a couple times and it's been a lot of fun.
I know. It's an I like having, I know your Wicca board is entirely other people's choices, which is fine.
Yes.
I think it's like a 60-40 split of people choosing for me and ones that I kind of want to have the power on. That what has worked for
Yeah.
me so far. So,
I did that last year, and this year I was just like, you know what? It is super fun to interact with the community, and
mhm.
I mean, these some of these choices are not people that I talk to every day or anything, but
Right.
they're like floss tubers I interact with. Because Memphis Sarah E has a square, Bobby from Pumpkin Creek has a square,
Oh,
X's
fun.
and Hose has a square. It's just
That's
fun to
awesome.
interact with the community, is how
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So is that all of your plans?
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah.
So for me, I'm not trying to put myself under a ton of pressure to catch up on, stuff that I wanted to stitch last month and this month. But I'm going to try and get as many um, categories for March and maybe reach back a little bit. Because at the same time as that I'm doing categories, you and I both are kind of doing the whole touch every one of your whips this year.
Trying to.
Trying to. And the way that I had initially set it up was to do it based on whip birthdays. So I thought that was a great way of kind of keeping up with anything. And then if I had any room, maybe, and if, yeah. So, anyways, so of course, last month is pretty much a wash. So I'm behind on that. So, like I said, I'm focusing on March categories and March finishing up my last block for March 2024 WhipGo. And then there might be a new start, question mark. And then I'm just going to see, I kind of scheduled out what I hope to do for the rest of the month. And I'm trying to hit this month's birthdays and maybe reach back and get a couple of the ones from last month. Usually, when I do touch all my whips, it's like 200 stitches for smalls and then 300 for large and mediums. Just so that I get, at least 300 stitches in, which is a decent chunk to touch stuff. And some of it will finish. So that's my plan. I'm not going to beat myself up. It was for a really good reason why I wasn't stitching. So, but I don't want it to become a stress point. So I just do what I can and go from there. I always knew it was going to be a crapshoot because any minute now, any month now, we could be doing the rest of our packing up and moving to Canada. So it'll be interrupted yet again. So I'm just going to do my very best effort and see how many I can get and be okay with what I get. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, you did also set a really high bar because you did 50 for 50 in 50.
I do have a lot of whips, yes.
Yes.
And I keep adding new ones because of my
mystery project.
My mystery project, and so that doesn't help because I'm trying to get that done.
Oh, come on. I had 2 finishes and I had 4 starts? I think that math is really not helping me.
Well, But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So yeah, I knew that it was going to be, especially this year, and then it just got a little even more complicated with what happened to Dad. So, and so it's okay. For me, it's a joy to stitch. It's a de-stressor, mind calming thing. So I'm just going to approach it and see that way and see how much I get done. So it'll be all right. Are you
Cat.
Are you scratching a cat? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Haul.
Oh, Wagmans Bag. There's no Wegmans in Canada. So I haven't seen you in a month and a half. And yet somehow there ended up stuff in my Wegmans bag. Wegmans Bag of Acquisitions. Do you want to go first or me?
Go ahead. What do you got?
Okay. Like I said, I didn't, some of this was auto ship. All of these things were actually kind of auto ship. So there you go. Although I've made up for it since I've been home. Because it's like certain things I've been getting. Like for example, I put in an order with Sammy J at a Tiny Hummingbird for some market purchases. So I'll start off with my fabric of the month. I am part of Bee Stitch Me's fabric of the month, and I always get 40 count Verdal. And so this is January's. This one is, I'm not going to unfurl it, but this is Dusty Cottage. It's a gray brown mottled. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. I did her Fabric of the Month Club last year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm going to stick with it for a little while longer. And then the next one that came for February, it is a very fun play on words and color for the month of February. The name of it is We Can't Elope. And this is the color, which is cantaloupe.
Yep.
It's a light orange. It's great it'll be great for autumn stitching or anything else, really. I love Bee Stitch Me fabrics. I love For de Verdal. It has been amazing. And then I received, last year I signed up for the 4 season. There was 4 seasonal Stitchy Boxes, and this one was the winter one. And there's 30 things that come in these boxes, and so I'm not going to show you every single thing. I tend to pull out some of the things I like, but I want to show you the silks, the winter themed silks. Stitchy Box has 2 or 3 different silk lines, so I've enhanced my silk stash immensely with doing these boxes, which has been nice. So that was nice. I like the color palette there. The fabric on this one, I always get higher count fabric. So this is 36 count linen. It is called Celestine by Fabric on a Whim. And I'm looking to see, it's like a pale, I don't even know if you can tell with the light shining through behind. And I'm trying to find something I can hold this up against. Well, it's like a pale purpley frosty blue. I don't know if you can, maybe you can kind of tell that way, but anyways, which I thought was pretty. And then the last thing that tickled my fancy this month is there's usually a couple patterns. And so the patterns for this one was the quirky Quaker Penguin, enjoyable, by Darling and Whimsy. And then Snow Day by Shannon Christine Designs.
I have not seen that one. That is you.
And what's even more me, and is going to cause me a little bit of stress, is they give options for colorways on the back. It's like, which one do I pick?
No, the first one. The
You
first
think?
one.
I kind of like this one. I kind of like the green one too. It's gonna. I think
can't see the green one. Lift up. Oh, yeah, the green one's nice.
So the green one, and then this is the front one. It'll probably end up being this one,
That looks
honestly.
like blue spruce. Do you know what I mean?
Which is all over the place where I'm from. So yeah, you may have convinced me. Thank you.
Could you sneak a cardinal in one of those branches?
I'm sure I probably could. I might put two in. One for my dad and one for my grandma. Maybe. We'll see. So those were the highlights from the winter Stitchy Box. There's always little sparklies, there's charms and fancy beads, and little other fun things. And then the other thing I did while I got home, I started buying digital patterns. So one of these, first, I'll just show you briefly. One of them is a freebie from Modern Folk Embroidery, and I do believe this is the freebie out of the two I got, which is light a single candle. It's better to light a single candle than to curse the darkness. And then I bought this one.
Yep.
Yep. On brand. And then, of course, as we talked about earlier, Carolyn Manning Designs is doing her PDF sale. In no particular order. This is Autumn Glass.
Okay.
Bountiful Blooms. I just love the mosaic feel of this one.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to help me pronounce this. It's Chernanos or Cernanos? Kernanos, thank you.
Oh, I have that.
One. I love this one. And I noticed I was picking ones for specific rooms in my new house to be. So there you go. So then Thistle.
Oh, that's pretty.
Garden Glass.
Wow.
Please Be Home for Christmas. Because Rockhound.
I've looked at that one. I think Matt needs to do that one.
I always think of Matt. And I also think of Jerry, my husband, because he really likes the moss agates. Mm-hmm. And then Spring Lilacs. So my mother, for Christmas, she's got into rug hooking, and she hooked me a rug, and it's in purples. And I'm like, I have very little purple things. Then I remembered that my great uncle and great aunt, when Jerry and I got married, both of them worked on a quilt for me that are in purples. So I have a feeling that one of my spare bedrooms is now going to be purple themed. So of course I had to pick a couple. And I wanted this one because I wanted to do a couple of them separately so they're like little accents. I don't want purple, but I just thought it would be kind of fun. So that's it. So that is all my stash enhancement for this.
So I think I can tell that you got the maximum discount.
Maybe. I had to scale it back a little bit. It's been a long time since I indulged myself in doing that particular sale. Because she does it fairly regularly. It's not, I think it's like twice a year. Yeah. And I've abstained for a little while. And so I was like, okay, So I went through and favorited, and then I kind of had to winnow it out. So that's what I ended up with. So there you go.
Okay.
Those are my acquisitions.
All right. In no particular order in my Wagmans bag.
Yay.
It's a purple bag, so it's tiny Hummingbird Stitchery.
Yes.
I finally ordered this one. Nature's Peace from Carriage House Samplings.
Nice.
I've looked at it a bit. It's only 136 by 95.
Is that it?
That's it.
Goodness.
And then I'm on the auto ship program, so I got the greenhouse.
Oh, right.
My market order has not come yet because I'm on the auto ship program, so it's going to ship with the next house. Save myself some shipping.
I put an order with her too, and she sent me an email or a message saying, "Congratulations, you've won the order that has the most delayed stuff from market." Or most popular items from market, and, so she's had to wait to get some of them. So I was like, It doesn't matter. I know I'll get it eventually. So that's funny.
Okay. So Rivertown Designs does those dragon bags.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I got 2 more while you were gone.
I think you did.
I think I did too. But then I went back and I ordered an accoutrement dragon bag.
Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like
Yes.
that one a lot.
It's very pretty. What's on the inside? Just black. Specifically for Solstice, because I have so much loose DMC that I wanted to extras. All the extra DMC, because it needs like multiple skeins of multiple colors, and I'm like, I want a dragon bag to wrangle it because I need dragons, because it's Year of the Dragons, because I need dragons, and
it's the Year of the Dragon, folks.
And there's no judgment here.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so I'm just going to show this just to give people the... Okay, my vintage needle arts on Etsy is where I got the fabric for my moon deer, and I was looking for the perfect color for Star Dragon. Mm-hmm. So they have a thing where you can get samples of their colors in the fabric for $1 a piece.
Nice.
So I got a whole bunch of these little fabric samplers.
That's such a great idea.
I mean, I got...
But for someone like you who has to invest in large pieces of Ada, that's invaluable, honestly.
Yes, honestly, I was like, they do have, you can get every single color of theirs there's a set price. I think it's 100 something. That's because that's how many colors they have. But I just was trying to find a neutral, and actually what turned around is I got all these neutrals, and then I turned around and ordered something completely different, and it's what I'm going with.
Absolutely.
Whenever we can wrangle everybody together and figure out when we're starting Star Dragon.
Yes. Which reminds me, I have to get that pattern. Thank you for the reminder.
I still have to get the pattern as well. I have the floss and I have the thing. Okay, so my fabric of the month is down to Fox and Rabbit. Mm-hmm. And I think I've got just one more coming, and then I'm done. And I am taking a break.
Yes.
This is 16 count Ada in All Hallows, and that's good.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah. That'll be fun to find something for that. Mm-hmm. Sorry for the crinkles, not sorry. Get in the bag. There you go. Okay. And then I'd placed an order with Be Stitch Me a long time ago. January. Because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with the houses from Cottage Garden.
Right.
So I have a whole yard of lunar.
Lunar is
if
so
I wanted
pretty.
to do them all together. But I gave myself an option. I'm not going to do them all together. Here is half a yard of gray magic.
Nice.
So 6 of them are going to be on lunar and 6 of them are going to be on gray magic. They're all going to be separate.
Nice.
And I think that is enough.
Should be. That's a nice. Both of those are nice neutrals for those cottages for sure.
Yeah, and I'll pick and choose what goes on what. But that's all the haul I had in the basket. I had gotten much more, I'm sure. Oh, I bought the Deadly Aquarium salve from LolaCrow cross stitch that has not started yet.
I forgot about that. Thank you.
It doesn't start for a bit. So there's nothing to show because it's a mystery stitch along.
Yeah, that's gonna be one where it's. I love LolaCrow.
I didn't do the greenhouse. I didn't buy the greenhouse because I'm not a plant person. I think it looks good. I do. If I'd bought it, I would have stitched it. But aquarium, under the sea, deadly creatures. Oh, I'm in.
My thought process is I kind of want to see the aquarium one to see if I like it better than the library one, because whichever one I like better, I'm going to do. You know what I mean? So, because I really, really like the haunted library one. So there you go.
I do too.
Yeah, like watching you do yours was awesome. So. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just looking to see if we've forgotten anything. I don't think so. Is there anything else that you can think of?
No, there's a gigantic mess on the couch, so I think we're done.
I think we're done as well. Yeah. So. Oh, something just flashed in my head. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay, not that important. So we're both on Instagram, as you can see on the top of our screen. If you're new here, we put our Instagram handles, so please follow us on there if you want to see things in a little more real time. We're trying. Kate is very faithful on posting her stitching updates. I'm working on being more faithful, or I should say, in time.
We appreciate every one of you. Please feel free to hit the like and the subscribe, and
absolutely,
we love comments.
We do. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the questions, and I particularly appreciate the support of people who would ping me a little bit privately while I was gone. So thank you to all of you who did that, and you know who you are. So we should be back in 2 weeks. Yep. And in the meantime, happy stitching.
Yeah, I think we did it.
And with that, we're leaving.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.